Well then people, it's Joe, or Leeds TV. What a day. I've just got home, just landed. Quick little change with my new top. Love the new training top, unreal. But yeah, what a day. Sorry, I'm not fully enthusiastic. My voice is gone. You know, from the first minute, it was just noise. So excited, man, just like a little kid at times. Like me, I was bloody grabbing him, you know what I mean? It was just amazing to watch. I'm absolutely buzzing. But you know, one thing I don't like, I made the mistake last season of going off on Twitter saying we're going to do X, Y, Z. I'm trying to keep it nipped in the bud this time. I don't want to jinx myself, but I mean, that performance today was just unreal. You know, Stoke are a very, very good side. They're not favourites for the championship for no reason. Don't get me wrong, I think it'll take them a couple of games to adjust. We've seen that yesterday with West Brom and stuff like that. I did say, you know, I said on the way on my video that I fancied us because, you know, it takes a lot of adjusting to, you know, to come down to the championship. They had a lot of top quality, you know, Joe Allen's, Shawcross, I know Shawcross has done it before, Butland's, you know, but Crouch even, these players have been in the Premiership for a long time. You know, so it's that chip on your shoulder kind of vibe. They're better than this. Probably thought they would have tons of time, and that wasn't the case. You know, we strangled them from the first minute. We were just on it. It was amazing. Like, if this is what we've got to look forward to under Bielsa, then I just can't wait for the next one, you know. Stoke are no mugs either, you know. It was just brilliant, like, from start to finish, as I say. What I want to do is, just so I can give everyone a shout out, is just go straight through the team and just say what I thought, you know. I just thought it was brilliant, man. Like, Bailey Peacock-Farrell, there was, I think in the early stages, there was one ball that came across which he could have, for me, could have grabbed. Instead he punched it. That's the only really, I don't know if I want to see Blackman basically, but don't get me wrong, he didn't put a foot wrong really. He had a good performance. Didn't have much to do really. The one from Ince, you know, he had it covered. What about Ince as well, the little divvy? I can't stand that boy. And yeah, his toys were coming out of Prab. It was same with McLean. Both of them got chips on the shoulders, attitudes, and it was just class seeing them, you know, get terrorised. They were getting so frustrated, especially on that left-hand side, you know, where Douglas and Alioski, man, they tore it up. You know, it was meant to see. And, you know, like Ailing, for example, had McLean in his back pocket. And he was getting frustrated, all of them, man. They didn't, you know, them two boys, I'm just glad because I can't stand the pair of them. But yeah, back to it, sorry. If we start on the left-hand side, Barry Douglas, the only one of the new additions, really, that started. That's one thing. When I seen the lineup, I was in the fan zone, you know, near the Cop, and I was a little bit annoyed with the lineup. Like, I'm not going to lie, I seen the lineup, same heads as before. I was excited to see Click in there, don't get me wrong. And then we just had Douglas. There was no Bamford, no Harrison, no Baker, you know, so I was a bit underwhelmed. But, you know, how wrong was I, and how wrong were the majority of us, because we were all probably thinking the same thing. So yeah, Douglas was class. I remember for the ball that got sent across, the assist for Cooper. You know, I went wild when that went in, especially after they'd just scored. And when it left his foot, I was like, bloody hell, that's a bit low, because I'm right in the corner there, and I thought, that's a bit of a poor delivery, because, you know, we've been looking for it all day. Top assister last year, wonderful left foot. I thought, oh, get in there. Douglas knocks it across, and when it left his foot, I was thinking, that's slow, that's not going nowhere. And it just went, boom, fish straight in, Cooper, bang. And I was so happy for Cooper as well. Absolutely buzzing for him, because he gets a lot of slack. So it was just meant for him to get on the score sheet. So yeah, Douglas had a blinder. The two centre backs, Berardi was class. You know, I know we keep all wanting, you know, another centre back to bolster the squad a little bit more, even if it is for cover. But, you know, Bielsa's after them two people that can cover every position, and in effect, yeah, you've got Berardi, Cooper, Shaughnessy, Phillips as well can play there, even Ailing can play there, you know, so I can't see us getting another centre back now. And after seeing Berardi today and Cooper, both of them were sublime. Quality at the back. Poor Berardi tried to get up with challenges with Crouchy towards the end. It was quality to see. And that's, do you know what? That's the first time I've seen Crouchy live, and he looks even. He just looks not real live. I don't know, like from where we were stood, like his little skinny beanpole legs and stuff. But yeah, Berardi and Cooper immense. Alien, Mr. Consistent, always great. It was just mint, and like I say, give McLean a bit of a torrid time. McLean didn't see much of the ball. Then into midfield again, Phillips looks like a new player. Do you know, I think again Phillips gets a lot of slack, and I said before and I'll say it again, I think a lot of it's down to the fact that, you know, of them young players, that nucleus of players that all came through, you know, your Byram, Phillips, Cook, no one can touch Cook, but you know, Taylor's, I think because he was the lesser of the group, it seemed when he first came on the scene, you know, he gets a lot of flack, but look who's still here, you know, he's still the one, and he's a Leeds boy, right? So he wants to be there, and I thought it was quality seeing him, man. He broke up everything. Do you know, I go back to when Bielsa had said prior to the game about his tactics and how, you know, the best form of defence is to attack, and when we do defend, we want to be defending in massive spaces, you know. So and that was evident, especially in that first half. The defenders had so much time on the ball. Phillips and Cooper and stuff were picking it up, and they had so much time on the ball to be able to bring it out, and Fred passes it into the midfield. It was just quality. So Phillips, yeah, mint. Click, what a baller. Absolutely unreal performance. I think it's crazy now that he didn't get a look in under TC and under Heckingbottom. I think I went to the Las Palmas game last week, and then when he got brought on there, he just looked different gravy. Some of the balls, like they were getting played into him, and he'd just ping it straight over. This was against Las Palmas, and he was just mint yesterday. And see him score as well, you know, was class, and I was made up for him. And you could see, because first thing I did when I came in is just quickly had a look on Sky, check their analysis, see what they were saying, and check out the goals. I know, because I think a lot of people on Twitter were having a go at Keith Andrews, so I just watched that back to see what he had said. But I don't know, I think he went too scathing on us. We know that, you know, sometimes we don't get a fair shake with the guys at Sky, especially like your Don Goodmans and that. But I listened to Keith Andrews, I thought it was a decent representation of the game. It was a little bit harsh, and it went tactical genius and all that sort of stuff. It was more that we were just in the faces. But yeah, I digress. Back to the players. Saiz, wow. You know, I kept getting giddy like a little child. I was saying to my mate Sean, who I go with, you know, I sit next to, I was like, he's back. You know, it's the Samu we all know, the one that, you know, comes from sunny Spain, you know what I mean, to take us up again. He was back. He hasn't looked nothing like that since the second half of last season, and even in pre-season. Like my mate at work and talking with Sean today, he wasn't in my starting 11. I was saying, right, okay, let's go Harrison, Alioski, play Hernandez in the 10, and how wrong was I? That guy was electric. He was back to his best. It was just the way, just, you know, that low centre of gravity turn, but he's so strong as well, so strong, just keeping the players off the ball, shielding it, and that little reverse pass, that little look for Click's first goal was unreal. So Samu for me was, I would just think, yeah, him Click, man of the match for me. Who else? Alioski, again, him and Douglas on that left hand side were unreal. Alioski's another one that I was like, do you know what, he's not really kicking on. Pre-season, it just shows you it don't mean shit really, because he had a blinder. And then who we've got Hernandez is an Hernandez, you know, we can always rely on him, and I was buzzing when he got the goal. Funny little bit actually, Jack Butland, after he'd made the mistake in the second half, we were singing in the cop, you're just a shit Jordan Pickford, and he actually found it hilarious and was clapping and that, so fair play to Butland. And then we were saying, Butland's a Leeds fan. It was quality, good crack. I don't think the Stoke fans will think that, but it's good, man, when you can have a little bit of banter between the players and the terraces. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, Hernandez, and then up top Roof. I'm not Roof's greatest fan, you know, on videos before I've said it. I don't think he's number 9. I don't know where he plays, but today he was absolutely immense. You know, Bamford, the new signing, didn't get a look in, didn't come on, like, I've just watched the interviews there, and Roof said, listen, it's not about that, it's not about keeping Bamford, we're all the team. But you know what? But Bamford's gonna have to put that graft in, because Roof was absolutely immense, and that's one thing I will say. Watching him do that interview on Sky there to see what he had to say, that's one thing I couldn't stand. Sometimes he looked like he didn't put in the work, didn't care. But today, when he's doing that interview, the guy's struggling for breath. All of them, like towards the end, they were getting cramp and stuff. That is what it's about, and you know what? Bielsa will make sure they maintain that, and that's one thing we've got to remember. We only have a small squad, and you know, for the rest of the 45 games now, and your cup games and stuff, it's going to be a strain on them. But you know, after today, what a performance! I'm not going to get carried away, but you know, we just brushed aside that Stoke side. They didn't get a look in. I don't know if you all seen as well on Sky. I watched Bielsa's interview. Fair play to the guy. It warmed him to me a little bit more when he's trying to do the interview in English. If you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it, 'cause it's pretty funny, a bit cringy at times, but it's quality, and I think it's meant that he's trying to give it a go. You know, he's in it. He's seen that today. He said it was moving, that atmosphere. That's what we want every week. You know, fair play to the Stoke fans. They brought a lot. It was nice to see their away end full. But after the first 10 minutes, they were quiet. You know, they didn't want to know. They started to come up after they'd scored the first. After Phoebe put the penalty in. But yeah, then Cooper straight replied. It was class. Strangled them from start to finish. Pressure. You know, midfield, the runs of Click beyond Saiz and stuff. It was just class, and it was meant to see Saiz back at his best. Just everyone to a man was just absolutely immense. You know, you could just talk about it all day, and you'll all be dissecting it yourselves. Probably going home like I have and watched a bit before I go to bed tonight. I'll stick the 90 minutes on and fall asleep to it, as opposed to just catching the small bits. But I just wanted to do that so I could get a video out. It's been a mint day. I just can't wait now for Derby next Saturday, 5:30. Let's have it. Looking at them against Reading, and our performance against Stoke, chalk and cheese. So it's another 3 points in it, on the way, marching on together. It's I don't want to say it, but it's exciting times. I'll see you all soon. Leeds.